The Thinite nobles still struggle to unite the lands of the Nile under one supreme ruler. To aid them in their cause, it is hoped that you will endeavor to establish a thriving community at Perwadjyt, in the humid delta region of Lower Egypt, thus spreading their influence throughout the length of the sacred river. To support a population larger than that of a village, you must learn to use agriculture. Egyptian farmers have begun to exploit the rich, fertile soil deposited by the annual inundation of the Nile River for growing crops. The Nile can be hazardous, however. Many dangers lurk along its banks and in its waters, such as deadly crocodiles, hippopotamuses, and malaria-carrying mosquitoes.
Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pharaoh. I'm Chinswan, and in this episode we're going to be looking at Perwadjyt, which is the last of the tutorial missions. And there's also a bug in this mission, so we can't beat it on very hard. We can't beat it on hard, and we're going to have to drop it down to normal just so we can actually win. Actually, I might keep it on very hard just to show you guys where the bug occurs and how it works. So I'll leave it on very hard for now. In this tutorial mission, we are looking at farming along the Nile. So whereas in previous tutorial missions, we provided food for our people via hunting lodges and game meat, this time instead we'll be farming and feeding our population using figs. We'll also be learning about health and sanitation in this mission. So let's get started. Our objectives are a population of 610 modest homesteads, and our immediate objective is to build a granary and fill it with figs. So I'll pause the game. Oh, no. Farming along the Nile, so that's just explaining how farming works. Okay, so a small map again, but one that is along the water, which is nice. So we have a lot of fertile land and a lot of grassland. And I think I'll do a loop in this scenario, just a really basic loop. We have fig farms which go along the Nile River, and our temple is to Osiris. He's the god of fertility. And our work camps are actually going to provide the workers for the farm. So unlike hunting lodges and other buildings, farms along the Nile River don't have access to their own workers. A work camp needs to send these workers to the farms. Okay, so I will just unpause and create . 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. That's enough. Plenty. And I'll cut that off. Now I'm going to have some workers here. That should be enough people for now. And a firehouse and an architect's post. Now I've used a loop here because it's really easy to control the walkers. That way the firehouse, the guy that spawns will walk all the way around, come back and repeat, rinse and repeat. Same with the architect's post, same with the guy that spawns from the water supply and any other building. I will wait to put my temple down because I don't want things burning to the ground. I'll just wait for people. I'll also put a police station down, put here. And that's enough. Now, our people are coming. So our farm area, let's put some farms down. I think I'll go with 6 for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's best to put them as close as possible to the water. That way they remain a lot more fertile. If you can see this farmland down here, it doesn't look quite as fertile as the farmland up here. And I'll do that. Yeah. Okay, so you see these guys that are spawning, these guys dressed in white, they spawn from all the buildings and actually look for workers. And a building will not gain access to workers until it passes at least 2 houses. So I'll show you with a new building. I will put the work camp down. Yeah, okay, there. No, I didn't want it there. I wanted it here. Well, actually, there isn't the worst in the world, but no, I'll put it there. Okay, so this building will spawn a guy in white eventually. There we go. He spawned a guy in white, and he's gone to look for workers. Unfortunately, he's gone the wrong way. There are no workers down that way. I'll just speed it up a bit. And he's come back and he will find some workers. No, he decided to go the other way again. Story of Pharaoh. Come on, this way, go. What if I just cut off this road? There we go, I'm going to cut off this road. So the next time he spawns, there we go, he went the other way. And he found some workers. But now he needs road. They need road access for the farms. And this guy is a labourer.
I'm ready to work.
Very ready to work, and we'll start tilling the land. And excellent. All right. Now let's put a temple down before Osiris gets cranky at us. I'm going to put it here. Is he cranky? No, he's apathetic, so it's fine. I'm not going to bother with a festival square in these early missions. We have very limited money, and there's going to be a lot to do. Maybe I can get away with another farm or 2. People on very hard eat a lot. There we go. And a granary, which it's not the best for desirability, but no, that won't work. I did this differently to what I wanted. Okay, no, I won't do a loop. Granary. I'll just put it here. It's fine. It's fine. If you click on this, no, once it starts working, you'll see he'll complain about... Nope, he's not complaining. Never mind. Sometimes they complain about being too close to these kind of structures. And our priest has spawned and wants to go down the floodplains. That's fine. Okay, fill it with figs. Immediate goal, let's go. I'm not going to build a palace because I just think we don't have much demons. I don't think it's necessary in this scenario. Oh look, I missed one. Great. Here we go, filling it with figs. Why? Okay. Industry. So, industry, it's how we create things. So in this game we're going to be creating pottery. It's going to need a clay pit to bring clay to a potter who then makes pottery, and I'll show you the storage houses. But let me just feed these people first. Do we have enough food to feed these people? I think we might wait more. We might wait 1 more year to feed the people. And I need those houses back. I'm just going to do a clay industry down here. And it needs to be close to water. Raw materials clay pit. Over here we can't build a clay pit, but over here is close to water, so we can. 1, 2 clay pits. And 2 clay pits on very hard, 3 potters. On easier difficulties you can do 4, but I think 3 is plenty here. Now these buildings are prone to fire and collapse, so we'll put those over here. Firehouse, architects first, and a storage yard to store things, which I will put here. No. So this is going to be a dedicated storage yard for clay and pottery. And I don't want to feed the people yet because I don't have enough food. It didn't tell me I need employees, so we've probably got some unemployment. Great. Are they complaining? No. So our secondary goal, once we filled our granary with figs, is to fill a storage yard with pottery, and then we'll get our next mission. Of course, there's a fire in the city. How did the firehouse miss that? That makes no sense whatsoever. She had to pass through here, right? I mean, these houses don't even have no likelihood of catching fire, but this one catches fire. Just go figure. And now he walks away. Look, there's a fire right there. Okay, good. He's going around to it. Oh, great. It's okay. And now he's abandoned his post, so look, every other house probably wants to catch fire now. Some risk of catching fire. Great. Here. Have another firehouse. The clay pit has caught fire. Oh my goodness. Just, that makes total sense. People are upset with me because there aren't enough jobs. Whoops. Well, I can put some more work camps down. Just, well, let me replace my pottery industry first. Potter, clay pit. Where was it? Alright. There aren't enough jobs, so this guy takes 12, this guy takes... Well, I would like to build a palace, however, it's way too expensive. Why don't I actually provide booths to people? Let's do that. I'll provide 4 of them. All 3 of them. People are leaving because there aren't... Oops.
I can't find a job
That's
here.
Gonna hurt.
I will look elsewhere.
That is gonna hurt. That's one downside of not having your overseas. You don't know what unemployment's like. But that's okay. People will leave and then people will come back. And that's perfectly fine. And no one likes to live next to a juggler school, so... Oh, I don't care. I mean, it doesn't really matter in these missions. See, employees needed. We just got that message that employees are needed. But it's also saying, see, your city needs more workers, but people are annoyed because there aren't enough jobs. So it's just needs to tick over. People will leave. There they go. Off for greener pastures.
I can't find a job here. I will look elsewhere.
That's fine. I'll put a bazaar. Okay. Okay, health and sanitation. That means someone just got sick. There are 3 types of ailments that can stalk the city. One is malaria, and apothecaries can handle that. One is disease, which physicians can handle. However, if there's not enough food, they still get sick anyway. And another is a plague. That's when city health just gets really bad. Put an apothecary down with a, yeah, and a physician. So these guys got, we're out of money. Oh, we have 3 grand. These guys got 6, so there's 0 occupants. Okay, not many people left, which is nice. Oh, whoops, I totally forgot. That's my own fault. Firehouse. It's okay, I mean, we don't need the work camp once they've filled out. Just please don't burn down the granary. Please, don't burn down the granary. Hey, thank you. No, take this one out. Please, someone take that out. We would like our granary to survive. There he comes. He's coming. He's coming. No, you didn't care. The fireman just walked straight past the fire. Maybe this guy's coming. And beautifying our city. Great. And crossing the water, which we don't really need to do. No one's coming to put out the fire? See ya. Come on. Someone, please. Okay, I'm going to speed it up. Nobody? Okay, we'll just have to wait till it burns out. This guy, stop, stop. There we go. Fire. I'll put the work camp back down for next year. And, yeah. Oh, so we have municipal structures now, which is great because I can roadblock areas, which means our random walkers won't go up here anymore and they'll actually find people. So I will roadblock this and I will roadblock this. Oops. And that's essentially just to keep out, see how this guy, I think he's either the physician or the malaria guy, and the priest, they're all walking, we don't need them to walk down here. We just want them to go through their loop. So roadblocking allows us to do that. Okay, now we can finish filling our granary with figs. I'll put a bazaar down because we'll have plenty. Don't buy pottery yet. Disease strikes, that's because we don't have enough food for the population. Are they all going to move? No, they're not. So what happens here is if your granaries don't have enough space, these guys won't move.
No one can accept these goods. That's okay. I can use
So
the
one
rest.
trick I like to do is just keep an eye on it. If I set this storage yard to accepting figs, they'll start moving. See? But I immediately want it to empty those figs. And I do know that I could set a storage yard to constantly accepting figs and they will always move, but we'll wait till we don't have employment issues to do that. So what happens here is the flood fills the Nile to re-fertilize it, but sometimes the flood is pretty poor and it doesn't reach these farms on the edge, which is why it's always better to build as close as possible to the water. But it just means these farms will be a lot less fertile next year. Okay, are you buying food? Yes, they are. Okay, so our goal is to beautify our city and review our mission, but I want to get all these, maybe I'll build a second bazaar to help distribute food. Just buy figs for now. That's a lot of figs. How's Osiris going? He's apathetic. We don't mind. Lack of jobs. Still, look how many jobs there are. Here. No, I'm not going to put down a palace. Lack of jobs? Palace is so expensive. 1,300, that's nearly all our cash. I guess it doesn't matter, we haven't... No one's gonna... Okay, I'll put down a palace. Actually, I can make this into a loop now. Oh, I can't because the granary's there. Great. I'll put down a palace. It's fine. %? Lack of jobs? Hey, yeah. Okay, now it's lack of housing. That's okay. Okay, so these guys won't evolve because it's an undesirable place to live. And so I will add some beautifications. And I left room for a large statue. And this one's my favorite, although on the grassland, I actually prefer this one. I'm gonna put you there. Actually, that's fine. I'm gonna put another one here. There we go. And put some gardens in between. Oh, I didn't do that properly, did I? That's okay. Oh, and we're in debt. Great. We really want to win this ASAP. Okay, so let's win this. Let's buy some pottery to allow these guys to evolve into... Okay, here's the glitch. So normally you'd provide these guys with pottery and they will evolve into what we need, which is modest homesteads, I believe. Modest homesteads. But they're complaining that there's not enough entertainment. So let's give these guys pottery. See, they're going to buy some pottery now. %, is okay. So now these guys have pottery to sell, and they will sell pottery. So they have pottery and they should evolve, but they're not because they're complaining about too little entertainment. And that's because this difficulty is bugged with the Cleopatra expansion, which is what I have. And the Cleopatra expansion added extra entertainment to venues such as zoos, and it changed all the entertainment requirements to evolve houses essentially in all the missions, including Pharaoh missions. And this one was obviously never tested. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I lower this difficulty, we'll win. And just save the game. Is that how you spell it? Not sure. That's fine. Difficulty. It won't work on hard, so there we go. I'll continue governing so you can see it, but here they've all evolved. Into modest homesteads, which is what we needed. So I'll just speed that up.
Superb. Your own citizens are beginning to look to you as their caretaker, and neighboring cities also hail you as a provider in times of need.
Okay guys, so that was Perwadjyt. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next mission, which is out of the tutorials finally, and we just get to govern our own cities. So happy Pharaoh gaming, and I'll see you next time.